Welcome to Lights in the City. I'm your host, Raya Wooten, and we are here today at Fit with Twana. Today, we're going to get an exclusive interview with Twana Johnson, and we're also going to get some workout tips just for you. As promised, I have the workout goddess, Twana Johnson, here with me today on Lights in the City. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Raya?
I am well. Let me start by saying that hard work definitely pays off, and you can see that physically and also in your career. So, how did all of this start with Fit with Twana?
Well, basically, I've been modeling for 15 years, so started out in the industry and understanding that image is very, very important, and image basically is everything. So I was always conscious of the way I looked and my appearance, and my close friend is a trainer as well, so I started working out with him, just kind of playing around, and I actually fell in love with it. And so the more I worked out, I just started sharing videos, and people started coming to me, asking me to train them.
Wow.
And so I'm very, very passionate about what I do. So that's kind of how Fit with Twana all got started.
Now, you said that your close friend is also a trainer. So how is that any different? Because I know men are usually a lot more intense with workouts, and they do a lot of different things. So how is it working with him?
Well, actually, it's fun because we kind of push each other. When I started, it was kind of crazy because he is very, very aggressive, but he's not the militant type. He's very aggressive, but at the same time, he's patient. So he worked well with me, we worked well together. And so we just kind of did our thing, and that's kind of how we got started.
And I see on your wall, you have this quote that says, when you feel like quitting, think about why you started. And I also heard you say that there were some things that you were yourself not confident about within yourself. So how does the journey, and you looking back on everything, how does that make you feel, or what are your thoughts about that?
Well, basically, I think that we all have some insecurities at some point in life, and I really can't think. I just think that me as a trainer, initially, I wasn't very confident as far as being a trainer, and he kind of pushed me and like, "Twana, you a trainer?" I'm like, "No, I'm not a trainer." He's like, "Yes, you are a trainer," and so I just kind of started working with it and started working with my clients. And I know that a lot of people that I've worked with, they've gotten started, and some of them wanted to quit. And then some of them did quit. But the ones that wanted to quit, prior to quitting, I would just ask them, why did they get started? And once they share with me why they got started, I'll let them know that's why you need to keep going, because the reason you started, it's the reason why you need to keep going.
Wow. Now, me, myself, a little background, I am a former volleyball athlete, and I remember my first week of preseason like it was yesterday, and my coach was loony. Seriously, loony. And I just remember that first week and just like really reconsidering everything about my life and playing. So when you're in a workout and it's really, really hard, what are things that you do to push yourself forward in the middle of a workout or to encourage yourself to finish?
That's a very good question.
Yes.
Because I experienced that right to this day. I still experience that, but I'm very self-motivated. Mm-hmm. So even when I'm tired and even when I don't want to do it, I always think about the end results. So it's like, Twana, you're cheating yourself. So if he asks me to do 20, or if I tell myself that I'm going to do 20 and I want to stop at 15, I say, no, I have to keep going. And so because I know that if I keep going, I just know that the end results are going to be great. So I continue to push myself.
And speaking of end results, you have a nice, figure here, and you have a video coming out that shows us how to, lift and tuck and work out certain areas of the body. So tell us a little bit about the video you have coming out.
Well, basically, the video is already out. It's 2 years old, and it's called Lose the Gut and Lift the Butt. Because I know that especially women, I train a lot of women, and that's our target area, our core areas, that's our target. And of course, we live in an image society, so everybody is infatuated with butts. So now I will have to say that most of mine is genetics, but I work really, really hard to maintain. So it's, this natural, no shots, none of that.
No shots,
so,
no extra.
No. So, but anyway, so, genetically I'm built the way I'm built, but I work hard to maintain.
Right.
But the DVD is called Lose the Gut and Lift the Butt.
Well, with you being a woman that has curves, and I think that some people think that in order to be fit, you have to be slim. And that's definitely a misconception, because you can be skinny or slim and not be in shape, as well as be curvy and be in tip-top shape. So with the body figure that you have, how do you work out without losing all of your good stuff?
Well, basically, I have a very low-carb diet, but I have a very high-protein diet. So what people don't understand is when you're working out, and I do a lot of strength training, first of all, let me just say that. I do strength training. As a matter of fact, 4 to 5 days a week, I do strength training. And so, but when you do that, when you're working out, you're actually tearing your muscles down. But then when you drink the protein and things like that, you're actually building your body back up, building your muscles back up. So basically, I say lean, so which means I cut a lot of the fat off my body, and I want to be lean and stay so I can be toned and, not muscular like a man, but at the same time, I want to be very, very toned.
Yes, and with all of the busyness of, managing your own business, because Fit with Twana, I'm sure that you get very busy with that, having clients and showing other people how to work out. How do you have time to stay in shape yourself?
Well, basically, it's kind of like trainer. So as I'm training my clients, I'm training myself. So some of my clients I get a chance to work out with, the ones that are actually more seasoned than the new clients. The new ones, I just kind of have to show them, But my some of my clients I have, they're more experienced, so I get a chance to work out with them. So they kind of push me as I push them.
Are there any important lessons that you've learned from maybe some of your clients, or maybe, you have special clients? Is there anything that you hold close to your heart that they've taught you?
Well, they taught me patience.
Ooh, that's a good lesson.
Yeah, they taught me patience because you have to be very, very patient, and you have to understand that everybody is in a different place. And I just try to meet people where they are. I can't start you out the way I would start someone else out. So I have to understand, who I'm working with, and I have to understand the client. So some people are very, very intimidated by working with a personal trainer, and some people understand that, I cannot do this without a personal trainer. So I just meet you right where you are.
Right, and many people may not know this about me, but I am postpartum, just had a baby maybe in June. So my thing was, I come from, I was an athlete, and working out used to be a regular day schedule thing for me. And since then, I have not worked out as much. So what do you encourage new moms to do? Any tips as far as working out or starting out after they hit that 6 weeks and they want to get in the gym? What workouts do you encourage for them?
Well, basically, you want to take it slow. You don't want to push yourself too much, but, you can do squats. You can do ab exercises at home. I will tell people all the time, just start slow. You don't have to start out, doing, 100-pound weights or, trying to do too much. If you want to start out with simple squats, maybe do 20, 20, then you try to do at least 100 reps, but just 20 here, take a rest, 20 here. If you're watching TV, when a commercial comes on, do some squats. Or do some jumping jacks or something like that at home to start moving. And then the more you start moving, and then you can take it to the next level. But I will tell you, just start where you are.
Start where I am. And if anybody out there, if someone tells you that having a baby gives you a little extra in the trunk or a little more in the bust, they are lying. So for me, that is not a person that's not as blessed with the figure that Twana has genetically. How do I, lift my butt or get a butt? How does that happen?
Well, Raya, I will tell you that you can actually build a muscle in your butt. A lot of people think that you can't really grow your butt, and it's not so much that your butt is growing, but you actually build a muscle in your butt, which causes your muscle to protrude out a little bit and cause it to lift. But of course, that's with strength training. It's hard to do it with just doing squats without weights, but if you have weights, you have more resistance to your body, so it actually helps you out a little bit better.
So all those people that say squats work, they don't, not without a weight. And one more thing, before we go to some other things later in this show, hair. I know that you work out every day. This is your full-time thing. So how do you keep your hair nice? Because you're looking very flawless and slay today. So how do we do that? If we want to be like Twana, if we want to be Twana and, be fit and glamorous like Twana, how we do that?
Well, I'm just going to tell you, I stay weaved up. Yeah. I have very, very healthy hair. Thank God for my stylist, because I believe in healthy hair, because there are times I always give my hair a break. I always give weave a break. So there are times where I take my hair out at least for 3 months out of a year so I can wear my healthy hair so it can maintain. But at the same time, I wear weave because it's easier to maintain when you have weave. If it sweats, guess what? You can wrap it up, keep it moving. Curl it up, wrap it up, wash it, whatever you need to do with it.
So, I most definitely agree. Stay tuned. We're going to get some workout tips from Twana, and she's going to give me a little step back into the gym. My name is Raya Wooten, and we would love to have you as a guest on Lights in the City. If you're a business owner, have an organization, or have upcoming events, we would love to hear your story. Go to l3television.com for more details. We are back with Twana, and she is going to give me a little workout as promised. So, what do you have me doing?
Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to do just a little bit, a few squats, and a little bit of cardio.
Okay.
Okay? So not much. Because I don't want you to sweat too much, Ryan. So what we're going to start off, with our jumping jacks, and we're going to kind of just work it out a little bit. So you ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, always count. 4, 5, and help with your breathing. 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you're going to come here, Raya. High knee. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just want 10. There you go.
6.
That's it. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3,
I am not doing
4.
that right.
The other side.
This side.
The other side. No, that's right, wait a minute. Right arm, left arm, left leg. 1,
got it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Last one, we're gonna do 10 squats. Ready, Ryan?
I'm ready.
Let's go. 1, squeeze that core. 2, squeeze. 3, 4, keep that back straight. That's it. 5,
you're at home watching. Get up.
Yeah. 7, 8, 9, and
10.
Now, of course, guys, you know that, as Raya asked me earlier, patience is one thing that I learned. And you guys, what Raya did, that's normal. That's what happens with a new client. So don't feel bad, Raya. You still did an amazing job.
Yes. We are still glamorous and with the goddess of workout. One thing I wanted to ask about is the personal training. I know when I came in, you had people that were already working out. So you do private training.
Yes, I do. So personal training is only $30 an hour. So you have to start out for at least 6. You have to sign up for at least 6 sessions to get started. So which is only $180. That's nothing.
Which is pretty affordable.
Yes. So $180 covers your first 6 sessions, and then you get a meal plan to go along with it.
Wow. And one other thing I wanted to ask is, what is your favorite workout song? Everybody has, their workout song. So what is your favorite?
Oh, right now I have 2 of them, Raya.
Actually,
both of them are Too Much Buddha in Those Pants, and then Nuck If You Buck.
Nuck If You Buck.
Yes.
She's played that today. So when you come in and you work out with Twana at Fit with Twana, I'm almost sure those songs will be here.
Yes.
And go ahead and give us your location, how to get in contact with you if we want to get in shape and, lift in some areas or whatnot.
Okay, so my number is 901-300-9142. Again, Raya, that's 901-300-9142. And I'm actually at the Apple Tree Center at 2838 Hickory Hill Extended, number 31. 2838 Hickory Hill, number 31 at the Apple Tree Center.
Most definitely. And make sure you guys check her out. Come on in and get a workout and check out her video. How do we get that video?
Well, actually, I have a website, fitwithtwana.com, and I also have a Facebook page, Twana Johnson, and I have one, Fit with Twana. And I also have Instagram, which is Johnson Twana. But actually, you can actually go online and order the video.
Make sure you do that, you guys, and thank you for watching.
This is Asha with the Style Center. Be sure to tune in every Wednesday at 10 p.m. on Comcast Channel 31.
I would post sad news, good news, world news, local news, your mama news, everybody news, child. I think people feel just because I have a lot to say and I'm always saying something and I'm very vocal and I'm a blogger that I automatically have to be messy and I don't have a moral compass. And that's not the case. Okay, so when I say delightfully ratchet, it sounds like being sophisticated ratchet, but it's still a little bit more ratchet, but you still educated. The delightfully ratchet part of me, that's okay, but it started to become a problem when people only knew me for being shady, and I'm talking about celebrity news. I don't care if your baby daddy sleeping with your sister. You know, in my head, I'm whipping bricks. I'm somebody trap girl, dope girl. I'm the kingpin in my head. But let me tell you something. I'm not about to take a charge for nobody. I may not be as vocal on social media about certain things as I used to be, but my brand is evolving. I'm working with bigger people. I'm doing bigger things. I just hope that this new site will allow people to see me, the softer side of me, the funnier side of me, and, you know, to just really understand I'm not that messy bitch.
Hi, I'm here with Ms. Kamikio. I'm Taylor Barksdale. We're here to talk about her organization that she has to help benefit women who have suffered from abuse from domestic violence. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So can you just tell us the name of your organization, when it started, and what you all do?
Okay, excuse me. The domestic violence piece is called Share Life Community Network. And what we do, first, Share Life is a domestic violence awareness campaign. Okay. And so what I do is I challenge organizations and individuals to share their time, their talent, and their resources with abuse shelters here in Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay, do you own an abuse shelter here, or are you just in connection with them?
Well, actually, we do have a house that was donated to us on last year. We're going to have the Share Life Community Housing Initiative, and so we are actually renovating that house now.
Wow, where is this house located?
It's actually on Pillow Street. It's at 1563 Pillow Street, and so we have actually done some work on the roof, and so we have some more work to be done, but it will be a facility for women and children.
Okay, what do you feel like the most beneficial thing is that your organization does? So how do women benefit from you all the most?
I would say right now the most beneficial thing, well, first let me say the greatest need is housing, but the most beneficial thing we have right now is we have a Share Life clothes closet. And so what we do is we provide women with a wardrobe when they're in transition. And I actually say we do a wardrobe and a resume for women that are in transition and looking for employment. Mm-hmm. And so we have the Share Life clothes closet for that.
Okay, I'm just wondering, so when these women come to you, how do they get in contact with you all?
It's mostly just referrals. People know of the work that I do here in the community, so I will have women to call me. Like I said, greatest need is always housing, and so what I've had to do is call and reach out to some of the bigger, larger organizations to provide housing for them. We actually last year, this year, 2017, will be our 4th annual Share Life Awareness Walk, and so every year we do a domestic violence awareness walk. Mm-hmm. And that walk is, of course, to bring awareness to domestic violence, but also to raise funds so that we can renovate our house.
Okay, thank you. That brings me to my next point. What else do you all have that's going on in the community? So I guess, what is your next project that's coming up, and what was the most recent project that you just finished?
All right, our next project that we have coming up, we've connected with the Leading Ladies Charity Fashion Show. It's scheduled for February 26th, and so we're going to be working with them trying to, again, raise funds for our housing project. Mm-hmm. And our biggest thing this year, we try to do themes, and our theme this year is really Her Life Matters. And so what we've done is, again, just bringing awareness to the seriousness of domestic violence, but also in doing that, remembering those women who have lost their lives to domestic violence. And so that's why I'm saying Her Life Matters. And so we want to be her voice in prayer and hope that her life will save a life.
Yeah. So, Ms. Kamikio, could you tell us a little bit more about the fashion show that you have coming up?
Well, I'm really excited to be working with the work of art models for the Leading Ladies Charity Fashion Show. This is actually going to be our 2nd year
wow,
having the
okay.
fashion show. We actually had it was performed on last year, and it was at the University of Memphis. This year, it's actually going to be at the Bell. So this year, February 26th, we will have the fashion show again. And also, in addition to the designers, there are going to be 5 different designers at the show. But we're also going to be showcasing some of the clothes that we have at the clothes closet.
Oh,
and even though
great.
we're saying clothes closet, it's still a boutique, and it's very professionally designed. And women have the opportunity to see that these resources are available to them. And clothes will be one less thing they'll have to worry about if they are when they get ready to leave. So we have interview attire, church attire, everyday wear, and so we will also be showcasing those items.
Yeah, I have a family member who passed away from domestic violence, so this organization really means a lot to me, and I appreciate the work that you're doing. Is there a way that other organizations, if they wish to help provide funds or provide time and their resources to your organization, how can they reach out to you?
They can they can give me a call. My phone number is 901-410-0476, or they can email me at kamikio@bellsouth.net. That's KAMEKIO @bellsouth.net. In addition, I do have a website. That's kamikiolewis.com.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. I was also wanted to ask, what other things do you think that people who know someone who is suffering from domestic violence can do to help, or can do to help urge that person to get out of that situation? What advice would you have for them?
First, let me say there is nothing you can do to urge a person to get out of domestic violence. It has to be something that individual wants to do.
Yeah.
It's almost like they say when a woman's fed up. So it's something that she has to want to leave. And so as a family member, as a friend, as a parent, whatever your role is, you should just be there to listen. Every time I call you, I need you to just be able to listen and be there to support. And I'm saying me because I'm a survivor of domestic violence, to show support. And so then when I am ready to leave, I know that you're there for me. Versus everybody's against me, I have nowhere to go. So I'm going to stay. I'm not going to leave my comfort zone, and I don't have anywhere to go, especially if I have children.
So speaking of children, what resources do you all have that help parents who want to get their children out of their domestic violence situations but have trouble? Is there like contacts at schools, or is there something like after school program that you all do, or what kind of resources do you all have for kids who suffer from that same type of trauma?
Again, that goes back to our initiative of the Share Life Community Network. We have a lot of organizations that we work with because it takes, like I said, it takes a village. So there are different programs already in the schools. It's not specifically my organization, but it's an organization that we're working with because that is very essential. And let me add, especially again, housing being the main thing. For women that have children, it's harder to place them. For children that have older male children, it's really hard to place them. And so that's why our housing project is so essential right now, and that's why we're needing funds to get that up and running.
Okay, well, thank you for your time. Is there anything else you wanted to share with us about what your organization does, or just any other information you feel like you want to let us know?
No, I've given my contact information out. Just want people to know, and the community to know, if there's any resources that are needed, or you know a woman that's in transition. And again, please realize that person may not be leaving. It's not that she has left. She may still be there and still need the wardrobe, or need counseling or consulting or anything like that. Because as women, we have to plan. So it may be a plan that she's put in place. So if that is needed, please feel free to reach out to me or someone in my organization, and we can provide those services.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. Slice in the City, we'll see you later.